A really important tool that we'll use online is our class notebook in eCampus. This is where you can store all of your notes for my class, and where I'll send you notes templates. So it's a really big deal that we're using this correctly and stay up to date with our notes. I will be doing note checks throughout the year. So let's dive in on how to use it. So from our eCampus page, we'll click Class Notebook. Sometimes this will be an assignment telling you to go here, but for now we're going to access it this way. So you'll click on Sign into OneNote. It will sign you in because you came through Clever. It will check to make sure that you have permission to get on here. And it shouldn't take too long, but it's taking a little long right now. So that's okay. We get to say hello to each other. Hello. I hope you're having a great day. I hope your Wi-Fi is fast. So now you're going to click Open in OneNote Online. This allows everything to be synced and to see everything that I do as I do it. And it opens up your notebook. Note, my notebook looks a little bit different. It has all of my students' names here, but don't worry about that. They're blurred out, and our focus is you. So once you find your name, which will be the only name you see, you will click your name to open it. Really, all you'll need to do is look at either handouts, if I say you have a handout in Class Notebook, or your class notes. So when I click on class notes, it shows me what I have here that I've sent. So I'm going to click on how to take Cornell notes. So your directions are to make a copy of these notes. My students who have already been in this class already have these notes, but if you were brand new, you would take a copy of these notes, make them in your own notebook, take a picture of them, delete everything on this slide, and upload your notes. Let's review how notes work for my class really quick. So at the top of the page, you draw a line here, and then a line a little bit past the margin, think about 3 fingers. Then you write the topic at the top that I'll provide you, and then essential question that I provide you. Questions or connections or examples go on the left, notes go on the right. So when you get a set of notes, they'll go on the right, and then you'll add things on the left, and so on and so forth. So during a lecture, you would always paraphrase information, skip line in between ideas, like I've done, abbreviate, use phrases, use bullets and lists, recognize cues from the teachers. If your teacher is like, right, or making a big deal about it, then you know you want to copy that down. Definitely use outline style, diagrams, pictures, graphs, anything to help you remember. Then this is super important. Every time I assign notes, or any teacher assign notes, you should always highlight important information after. You should cross out anything that's really not super important. You should star information from the text, and you should compare your notes with someone else. Notice something's crossed out, moved, right? Things are highlighted and underlined. Then you should generate good study questions or make connections on the left side. So your questions should reflect info on the right side, anything to help you study, info for tests, info you don't understand, and any gaps in your notes where you need to fill in and add information later. Then at home that night, you should look over your notes for 1 to 3 minutes. So you'll be able to look over your class notebook. Write 3 to 4 sentence summary. This goes at the bottom of the page with a line. Identify the most important information. You should always answer the EQ and any questions you generate on the left. So now it's time to do the questions first. We've already highlighted. So one good study question would be, what do I do with my notes? And the answer would be, highlight, cross out, star, and compare with someone else. Another good question would be, what type of questions should I write? And that information is here. Lastly, a third question I put for these notes are, how many sentences does a summary have to be? And then I could see the answer right here, which is 3 to 4 sentences. So at this point, you've copied all the notes, you understand how we take notes, and then you need to write your summary. At this point, you can now erase everything and add your notes in. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. But if you're a brand new student and you were not here when I went over this lesson in the first place, you can just delete the directions and at the bottom here, and then at the bottom here, type out your summary, answer the essential question, which was, how is taking corner notes different from notes I've taken before, and then also answer the 3 questions from the left and answer that down here in your summary. So that's an option for you as well. Then for plot, if you're a student who's already been here, you should already have these notes. You'll delete them and upload them. If you're a new student, then you can keep these notes here. You need to read through them, notice all this information, and then stop here and notice you need to do the summary, and then you need to add that summary right here. If you were here from when we read the necklace, then you should also have the answers to these questions and then questions on the side with your summarizing the story in 4 sentences. So just depending when you join the class, you'll either be leaving these notes as is and just writing a summary, answering the EQ, or if you were a student here when we read the necklace, then you will have deleted all of this, uploaded your notes, and had all of these answers and the summary as well. Now, if you want to add your notes, you've written them down, you would just simply, from home, click Insert, click Picture, from File. So you would have to take a picture of them with your phone, email them to yourself, download them on your computer, and then upload them here. Another way to do this would be to, I'm going to show you with this handy video, so pay attention. This would be if you've downloaded OneNote onto your phone as the app and signed in with your school ID.
You have your answer ready. Alright, so tap on the blank space and you will see that there is a camera icon. Okay, so the camera icon allows you to take photo of your work. So what you can do is you can click on the camera icon and select capture a photo. So your camera will then be activated and you can take a photo of your work. Click on Done, and that photo will be on the same page as your homework. It's below the question. Okay, so it depends on what instructions your teacher gave you. Generally,
So easy to use, insert your notes using the app. So I definitely recommend that. You will also have the option of being able to type your notes instead of handwriting them. So any future notes beyond taking corner notes and plot in the necklace, I will send you your topic with your EQ already filled in for that set of notes, and I will more than likely have the notes already written for you, and your task will be to annotate, so highlight, add information, maybe add a picture or a graph to your notes. You will then also have to add either questions or connections. It just depends on the instructions. And then definitely do the essential question here. So you'll be able to, in the future, just use this template that I sent, or you will also still be welcome to write them yourself and upload them as long as I can read everything. So as long as the pictures are big and easy to read, just like the ones that I provided for you here. I hope this is helpful, and I really look forward to seeing the portfolio of your notebook as it evolves throughout this year.